Good morning.
Hey, good morning. You reached the morning show with H2O, Dr. Butterfly. We have
The relationship specialist.
the relationship specialist. We have one of the originators of swing outs on with us. Yesterday we had some conversations about what swing out was and the correct steps. Now, I would like to address something. I would like to say, J Count, y'all over there are doing an excellent job, and I love y'all. Y'all are fantastic. I would like to say, Dominique, I like your class. Y'all are great over there. John Seegers, y'all are fantastic. Everybody.
John is my first instructor. Hey, John.
Everybody's incredible.
Give me my my 150,000. How much I'd have spent back in this dance community if I would have never met you? I would have spent all that money.
Traveling around and dancing. That's what she's referring to.
Yeah, for real.
All right. So, all right.
And all the rest of the instructors, just all the rest of the people who pour back into the community, because we know, I mean, there's not in the Black community, there's not a huge, people paying a whole lot of money for classes. Now, is there in some communities, people don't have to work. That's all they do in some communities, because I know the salsa instructor, they have about sometimes even between 20 and 50 students in class, and they're charging $20. So they sometimes don't, and they have class every single day. Probably if we work together and built our community with everybody working together, we probably would do that. But for the most part, in the community, the instructors are not just getting rich. So we just thank everybody for continuing to pour into the dance and do it, whatever work you do to bring people into the dance. We just appreciate it.
And our ballroom instructors, kazama instructors, salsa instructors, are to the beautiful
partner dancing.
I would like to say thank you. And y'all are excellent people.
Okay. Introduce Mr.
All right.
Introduce Mr. B. What do you call it? LB? No.
Bad Brad.
Call you LB.
Bad Brad, one of the originators on the chime with us. I think I may pull a twin in a moment.
But let him have his floor by himself. Tell him, Mr. Bad Brad, let you have your floor by yourself.
One of the originators. And thank you so much for joining us, Brad. I appreciate it. Thank you. Go ahead. You have the floor. Tell us about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Okay. My name actually is Lawrence Bradley. I'm a native Fort Worth man. I grew up here. I grew up in Fort Worth. Actually came from Mansfield, Louisiana, but we moved up here when I was about 5.
Okay. So you're a Louisiana man, for real. That's where you originate.
Yeah. My family were sharecroppers down in Mansfield, Louisiana.
Okay, you came up there talking about what's them Louisiana people be saying, the words they be using.
What?
Baby and some of the others. But go ahead.
Well, we moved up here when I was about 5, so I say I'm a native Texan because I've been here almost all my life. So, but the issue that I believe I'm going to address, that I'm on to address, is swing out and how the dance is being done. I've talked to several people. I've talked to people who do Houston two-step. I've talked to people who do Chicago, who teach Chicago stepping, and it seems that all 3 of us have the same issue. Some people are trying to make it seem like that. Well, if I go to the club, I don't want to see, and I'm a swing out instructor, that I have a problem when you got other people in there doing Houston two-step or Chicago stepping. But that's not the case. You can't go anywhere and expect everybody in the place to be doing the same dance. That's not possible. People are going to do the dance that they like, and I don't think that's where the issue is. But what it seems to me with the instructors that I've talked to that teach these other genres, they have the same problem that I have. This dance mixing is where the problem come in. You know, I'm gonna do Chicago stepping, but I'm gonna mix a little East Coast or West Coast in with my Chicago stepping. And then the people that do Chicago stepping, the people who do the original dance, don't appreciate that dance being mixed. I heard the guy that I talked to down in Houston about Houston two step, and the minute I mentioned mixing some other day, he said not allowed. That was his response. He didn't even want to discuss it. He said not allowed. Well, we had a group of people who go from Fort Worth up to Chicago to get in a Chicago stepping, the International Chicago Stepping Contest once.
The world's largest.
Huh?
The world's largest.
Uh-huh. But in order to get in that contest, you have to qualify. So they were up there and they were doing what they had been taught was Chicago stepping. And when the preliminaries were over, some people came up to them and asked them, "What is that dance you doing?" You know, and they said, "Oh, that's Chicago stepping." And they said, "No, that's not Chicago stepping." "Oh, yes, it is. We got a guy. He's from Chicago. He was teaching us. He's teaching us Chicago stepping." You know, and they gave the guy's name. I don't like to drop people's names, but they gave the guy's name.
Yeah, we making rules on our shows no name dropping.
Great.
In general, because if it's a problem in one place, it may be a problem in another, but no name.
I agree. And so, but they said that this guy was from Chicago. So I told them he's from Chicago, and he taught them Chicago stepping. And they said, "Well, we don't know that guy that you're talking about, and we're telling you that that's not Chicago stepping." And they didn't allow him to get in the dance, which is only appropriate because you can't have somebody judging a skating competition and bring somebody that's in there doing ski jumping. You see what I'm saying? That's going to want to. When I mix my skating, my ice skating with a little ski jumping, you know what I mean? You can't mix. When you start mixing dances, then neither one of the dances actually get done correctly and really doesn't receive the attention, the accolades, we'll say, that it deserves. And that's what the problem is. It's not like some people try to act like, well, you do Chicago stepping, so I got a grievance against you. No, that's not the case. Everybody's going to do whatever dance they choose to do. All I'll say is, don't mix. You can't go mixing other people's dances. You see what I'm saying? And then still want to say that you're doing the same dance. Back a couple of years, 2-3 years ago, the swing community called me and my proteges, Tommy Pye. Me and some of the other originators. They called us in to try to help them solve a problem. And the problem they were having is that so many instructors were teaching, and all of them were teaching in such different ways, you know, that the people from one dance class couldn't dance with people from another that were taught by a different instructor. So their cure, which I agree with, was that everybody was going to go back to doing this dance the way it was originally designed to be done, and they asked us to instruct them as to how the dance is supposed to be done. So we were more than happy to do so, because that was our problem. That was the problem we were having too. So that we had that one meeting and they never met again. So we didn't even know they were having a problem where they couldn't dance together. That was news to us. We thought they were calling us in because people were talking about that old school swingers don't have a grudge against new school swingers. Like, we just didn't like the fact that they were instructed. It's not the instructing. It's the way you have changed the dance. You've changed the count. You changed the basic step. And you haven't even bothered to venture a guess as to why, that was done. And I have approached a few instructors and asked them, to come to my class. Let me show you why this dance is done a certain way. and they did not receive that very well. Some were acted as if they were actually insulted that I would even ask them to come to my class. And at that time, the class was, you got the first 3 lessons free. You know what I mean? So it's not like I wanted you to come to my class so I can make some money. I'm just trying to preserve the dance that back in 1994, me and 3 friends of mine decided we did not want this dance to go out of style. Back then, you couldn't find 2 women in the house that knew how to do swing out. Nobody was. And swing out never took off like it has now until me and these 3 friends of mine came up with this technique of teaching.
Hey, Bradley, you froze.
Something women show up and
hey, Bradley, you
something
froze up
guys.
for a little bit. Hey, Bradley, you froze up for a little bit.
So you were telling us about just you and your friends got together, and at first
Yeah.
there was no women. So how did y'all put a count to it?
So, well, we started teaching, but the knock on swing out had always been that you couldn't teach with one person at a time. You couldn't teach a group of people. You had to teach them one at a time. And when we started, I used to be one of the owners of Steppers nightclub in Grand Prairie. And when we started teaching swing out at Steppers, we were teaching it the way we were told it had to be taught. One instructor with one student, and we'd have 10, 12 people show up, and we divide them among us 3 or 4 piece, and we would take them on the floor one at a time and teach them to dance. Well, that was working real good for us until one night we had about 40 something women show up and 20 something, almost 30 guys show up. We got about almost 80 people in the house. All of them wanted to learn how to do swing out. Now we got to come up with a way to get all these people on the floor at one time and teach them all at one time, because they at one-on-one, 80 people, we're never going to make it. So we came up with this technique of teaching swing. People get it confused. Some people think that we were the ones they call the originators, that we were the ones who originated, that developed this dance. That's not true. And we're not trying to take credit for the ones who invented this dance. What we say we did, our contribution was we figured out a way to get a whole bunch of people in the room at the same time and teach them all how to do this dance at the same time. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they call it the original. We were the first ones to go to nightclubs. We were going to Dreams and Ephesians and a lot of the Diamonds and a lot of other clubs in Dallas, and we're teaching swing out. Tommy Ray branched out, and he started going to Coach's Corner, and there's another club. I forget the name of it. It's another club he used to teach at. But we didn't have a problem. All our people could dance together because we were teaching the same dance, and that's what all I'm asking from the swing community. The instructors in the swing community. Let's all of us teach the same dance. Now you're gonna have your own style. You're gonna have your own teaching style, but in order for the students from one class to be able to dance with students from another class, we have to all be teaching the same dance.
Right. Hey, I wanted to say something. So you talked about Chicago, because I feel like I figured out part of this so-called problem. Personally, I don't feel like there is a problem, because when I go out to dance, I can dance with everybody in Dallas with no problem. And I haven't even been to class in Dallas. I'm just saying I've been to class all over Houston. I have taken a private one time with the Merritt, but other than that, I've been to class in Houston. And so anyway, and I can dance with everybody. I can dance with all the people in Dallas and all the people in Houston. And if I go to another place, another city that they do swing out, I can dance with those people. So I feel like it's not a problem. But I wanted to say something about when you talked about Chicago and the people wasn't doing it. I don't think it was actually the instructor's fault. What I think is that when people say people are not stepping, it's just because people they don't understand stepping yet. Because it really takes a minute to learn to really understand stepping, especially if you never danced, or even if you did dance, especially if you came from swing out. It's a difficult dance to understand the rhythm and when you're supposed to be doing stuff and where. And so I think that that's what people be doing, because they used to accuse me of it all the time, because I do salsa and I do multiple dances. I do about 14 dances, but they would accuse me of that. But what it was really, me personally, what it was, I just didn't understand all the concept of stepping. I didn't understand that it's a more chill dance. I didn't understand that it's a, you fall back more than you falling forward. Like in swing out, you're going forward, you're always going. And in stepping, you're kind of sinking a little bit more into your steps, because you having a little pause, but I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand the rhythm. I didn't understand like the musicality of it. And so I was still taking my 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I just didn't have a great understanding yet of the dance, because it can take years to really understand stepping. It really is. That is one of the, people even admit that is one of the more difficult dances to master. So I think people have not mastered a specific dance and they blame it on the instructor, but the instructor can only give you as much as you can take. I don't care how much the instructor tell you. It takes you a while to really understand ballroom dancing if you're brand new to ballroom dancing. It takes a while. And people who've been doing it, they think that, people are supposed to get it in one day. But it's a process for people learning to dance. And so for what I've seen with stepping is when people be saying that they're not stepping, they just don't understand stepping yet. It's not because the instructor is not telling them. It's because they're not retaining that information, because people take different times. Some people learn fast. Some people learn slow. The instructor can break all that stuff down. People still don't get it, because I've taken many, many, many privates with all kinds of instructors in stepping. And each time I'll continue to get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. But I won't get everything they told me, because they told me. They taught it to me. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't transfer over, because I wasn't ready for all that information. And so when people do that, people blame it on the instructor. But really, the instructor probably teaching them right, but they didn't understand it yet. They will if people be patient, but people won't be people. They'll just go to say, you ain't stepping. So anyway, that's what I think. What are your thoughts about my?
Well, I'm not an authority on Chicago stepping. You know what I mean? I was just saying that Chicago stepping, the instructor that teach Chicago stepping, and the instructor that teach Houston two step and some of these other dance genres, all of us have the same problem. This dance mixing, you know what I mean? This, I want to mix. I want to mix.
Like my thing with mixing, how's it really mixing? Who owns steps? All these turns. Okay, that's
wait. Hold on, Miss Dr. Butterfly. Hold on.
Who owns these steps?
If you have a contest, and say you're having a swing out contest, and you allow people to come in and do Chicago stepping along. Wait a minute. Along with the swing out, then now you don't have a swing contest. You got a mixed genre. If you're gonna have a mixed genre contest, then just say that, and then people can come in and you're gonna get whatever.
Like people invent a problem. Like, because I've never seen I go to step with somebody and they swinging out. You've done that before? It wasn't us. It wasn't the people of Fort Worth that had a problem. It was the new swingers that decided that they needed to, they were the one who came up with the unity in the community. And the reason that they came up with it was because they had a problem where they had instructors whose students couldn't dance with each other. Not that wasn't our deal. No. What we said is that and so we asked some of these people what was the problem. And, well, I like to mix a little West Coast with my swing out. That 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 count. That's a West Coast count. That's what when they teach West Coast. That's the way they count West Coast. The step for West Coast. People never ask any of the people from Fort Worth, why do you count it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? And the problem that I'm having is when I have people who come from these other classes and decide they want to take my class, they don't know how to do multiple turns.
And the reason they don't, that spinning that people call it, that some of these other people all that spinning, they're not spins, they're turns. And the reason they don't do turns is because they don't teach the people to dance with both feet. So I get them in there. I get one of them from some of these other classes, and I ask them to do me a full turn, and they do a full turn, and they doing it 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and then I ask them to do me a double turn. They said, "What is a double turn?" Where you can do 2 turns on that. By the time you count that 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, that you can do 2 full turns. Can't do it. They can't do it. Why? Because they don't dance with both feet. They never will be able to do both.
How can you not dance with both feet? I didn't think you could dance 1 foot.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to be. Wait a minute, Dr. Butterfly. You have to be. Some things you have to be taught. So everything that you learn, everything that you know, you didn't just come out and just know it. Some things that you now know, you know it because somebody taught you how to do it. I had a girl when I was in a debate with a guy, one of the instructors down in Houston, who came in and told me I was wrong because her instructor was right. You cannot do more than 1 full turn per 8 count.
Now, I don't know why you couldn't, because it's 8 counts, so obviously you can.
By the time you count 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, you have to be done two full turns and still be on count. I'm not talking about saying 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get 2 turns done. I'm talking about 2 turns on 1 count, on 1 step.
You can, especially if the league give it to you. What are you gonna do? Not take it when they give it to you? Anyway, I would be
not take it. Not take what? Not take. Here's what I'm saying. This dance is not complicated. A lot of people don't understand this dance is just walking. It's just walking. You don't have to jump and cross your feet. No. Uh-oh. Are you there?
Yeah, you're
fading out for a moment.
Did somebody call you? Probably sometimes you do that when somebody call you or something.
If I teach you to do swing out, Dr. Butterfly, when I finish with you, I can dance with you with you blindfolded, and you won't have you'll dance the same.
A lot of people, I think sometimes it be the skills of the dancers, because I still have not yet danced with anybody who said they were stepping, but they were swinging out. I've not danced with any person who told me they were swinging out, but they was West Coast, because I do swing out and West Coast. I've not seen anyone dance with me say, "Oh, we're doing swing out and they West Coast." I've not seen anyone come to me and say they Houston 2-stepping, but they swinging out. I have not yet seen that happen. And I do all those dances. And I've never seen nobody do it. Never. I've never seen nobody say they was finna do salsa, but they did bachata. I've never seen nobody do that. So I be feeling like this whole thing.
But you haven't seen everything though, Dr. Butterfly.
I would ask everybody to dance when I go places. Have you ever seen me? I ask everybody to dance.
So what I'm saying is you haven't seen everything. Because it's not me that said this, that they mixing dances. The people that I talk to, I say, "What is this?" Well, I like to. This is them saying, "I like to mix a little West Coast with my swing out," or "I like to mix a little Chicago stepping with my swing out." You know what I mean? And then they said that the problem with the people who said that that's wrong is they don't want to allow the dance to evolve. What dance evolved? Tango is still the tango, and you know it when you see it. The waltz is still the waltz, and you know Houston 2-step is still the Houston 2-step, and you know it when you see it. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. What do they mean? They take a move that they got from another dance and they change the cadence and use it in that dance? Is that what they mean when they say that?
Yeah. So I told them, I'm not trying to stifle anybody's creativity.
That's a different thing, though.
I'm not trying to stifle anybody's creativity. You see what I'm saying? If you come up with a dance where you derive from mixing Chicago stepping with some swing out or some Chicago or some West Coast, that's fine. But what you ought to do, wait a minute. What you ought to do though is you need to give this dance that you developed you need to give it a name. You need to give it a name. Right. You need to structure it. the way you want to structure it, the way and teach it the way you want to teach it, and take credit for it. You know what I mean? You know, if you want to call it.
So let me ask you a question. So, I got into a debate yesterday, and the debate was we're doing the basic step, the original basic step. The man stepped towards the woman stepped toward the man, they stepped out, and then they stepped back. Is that the original basic step, and is that how you teach it?
That's the original basic step, and that's how I teach it.
Say that again. Say it again. You said, Mr.
That,
Bradley.
that is the original step. That is the reason. I said I wasn't going to give answers to why, because I want people they need to be instructed on how to do this dance. But I'm going to go ahead and answer that question. Okay. That question of why, when you coming toward me, I'm backing up. If I'm doing it the way the basic step, the way these new dancers do, you coming toward me, I'm backing up. And when I come toward you, you backing up. So that's about
the lady come up 1, 2, right? Give me the
man comes back. So the man
wait.
The man steps back and the woman steps up. And then on 5 and 6, the woman steps back and the man steps forward. That's the new style.
Is that right?
Yeah, they come when the guy is coming toward her, she's backing up. They start out, she's coming toward him, he's backing up. Then when he comes toward her, she's backing up.
Right.
But between them, when they standing still, between them, they got about 2.5, 3 feet between them. Okay. That's normal. When you're holding hands with somebody, you're gonna have about 2.5, 3 feet between you. It is more difficult to turn somebody when they that far away from you than if you, instead of backing away from each other, if you came together, cued that woman to do the move you want her to do, then she's close enough to you. If you want her to do a full turn up under your arm, she's close enough to you to do it with a lot less trouble.
That dance too, and her arm.
But go, don't take my word for it. Go sit in some of these other places. These new swingers, they don't do turns. They don't do turns. The reason they don't do turns is because they changed the basic step. And as long as they're doing basic step in that manner, where the woman is backing away from him and he's backing away from her, they're never going to be able to do multiple turns because they're too far away from each other. Okay.
Right. That's ridiculous anyway.
That's why when we do basic step, we step toward each other. That eliminates that 2.5, 3 feet between us. Then I can get her, if I want to turn her, whatever I want to do, I can get her to turn. And as she does a turn, she backs away from me. Okay. Then she backed away from me. Then we, at the top of each count, we're gonna step toward each other, and the guy is gonna cue the lady as to what move he wants.
So you say the guy and the lady step towards each other.
They both step toward that. They both.
Give it to me. What is it like? Can you explain the steps and the
count goes? The way we count it, we count it 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
He went away.
Hold on.
It needs to be.
Okay, go back. Do it again because you're muted. Go back. Say it again because you had muted some kind of way. Go ahead. I had been saying I wasn't gonna tell people how this is done because they need to be shown how it's done. Okay. You it's still on the video. We can see you over there.
But if we count it, we count the count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And why do we count that way? Because you must learn to dance with both feet. Do you know what a lead is? Do you know what a lead is? Do you know what your lead foot is? Do you know which foot, if in swing out, which foot is your lead foot?
Tell us.
Should be the left, right?
For the guy.
For the guy. For the woman, should be the right.
And why? Why does the guy do a left foot lead and the woman do a right foot lead?
To mirror each other.
Because it keeps them going in the same direction. If she takes a step to her right, at the time you take a step to your left, you and she will still be in front of each other. If she takes a step with the other foot in the other direction, and you take a step with your other foot in the same direction, you and she are still going to be in front of each other. That's the reason for the lead. But what is the reason for the count? Why do you have to have a count?
Well, so you could be on the same thing. You could be on the same at the same place at the same time.
In order for you and your partner to be in sync, you and she must be on the same count. You and your partner have to be on the same count because when you're on the same count, you're gonna both move at the same time and you both gonna stop at the same time. If you're on a different count, one of you allowed to be moving, the other one trying to stand still. The other one moving, you trying to stand still. You can't dance that way. That's why you have to have a count. Why is it that the man leads and the woman follows? Because I danced with a girl the other night over at Rich's, and she didn't know how to do basic step. And I asked her, "Well, how are we going to dance? How am I going to lead you?" She said, "Well, I figured that I'll let you lead for a while, and then I'll lead for a while."
She didn't even know the basics, and she was going to lead you. How was she going to?
Yeah, she said, I figured I'll let you lead for a while, and then I'll lead for a while.
Well, she didn't know dance. She didn't understand the dance.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there are people out there who don't understand dancing and definitely don't understand swing out. My deal is I'm not trying to stop anybody I'm not trying to stop these guys over in these new instructors. Whatever dance you're teaching, I'm not trying to stop you from teaching. I'm just trying to stop you from telling people that swing out you're teaching.
But that's all they have to go back, because how the woman gonna go back and be far away from them and then hurting both of their rotators? I mean, because some of these things you got to do anyway to keep from hurting yourself. Because if the woman is moving away from you and you over there pulling her to you, you hurting both of y'all rotator. Who
does that? No,
I said, you said they're not moving towards, they're moving away. But if they move,
I'm saying what I'm saying is on this new basic step that they're doing. When the woman is coming forward, the guy is backing up. Then when the guy start coming forward, the lady is backing up.
So you say that both people are coming to each other first. 1, 2.
Yeah, but
both people coming to each other.
Exactly. On my camera, we can.
How do they not?
So on my camera, we'll provide a demonstration.
How do they not hit each other?
That was my bad.
We'll provide a demonstration on everybody can see our.
Well, I wanted him to do a presentation. He's the one who's showing it to us.
I know what he's talking about. So let's do a presentation.
The guy at the top of the count. At the top of the count, the guy cues the lady as to what he wants her to do. He cues her for the move that he wants her to do at the top of the count on 1. Okay. Let's go back to why we counted 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We counted 1 when you take it with your 1 step with your lead foot. 2, you take a step with your what we call the follow foot. That's the other foot. Then we go, we do a 3 count starting with the lead foot. And then we do another 3 count starting with the follow foot.
Okay.
So if it's a lady, if it's a lady dancing and she's doing a right foot lead, she's going to go right, left, right 2, 3, then left 2, 3. That way you learn to dance with both feet and you can do more turns. You can do turns. This dance is just walking. There's all that power stuff. I see them snatching those girls around the way they be yanking and pulling on them. I said, man, you got to be kidding.
Yeah, it hurt the arm.
In time, it will.
And so the 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3 is, what do you do with the 1, 2, 3?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Listen to me, Dr. Butterfly. So you from the top of the count, okay? On 1, being a lady, on 1. You're going to take a step with your lead foot, which is the right.
Okay.
On 2, you're going to bring the other foot up, which is the left foot. Okay. Okay. Now we at the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 part, right?
Yeah.
So on the first 1, 2, 3, you're going to start that first 1, 2, 3 off with your right foot, which is your lead foot. Okay. But then when you count that second 1, 2, 3, you're going to start that second 1, 2, 3 with your follow foot. Okay. Which in your case would be the left foot. Okay. Okay. That way you learn to dance with both feet and you can do turns just by walking.
Right. And your 3, where your 3 go?
Now, I just told you the 1, 2 it'd be right, left, right 2, 3, left 2, 3, right, left, right 2, 3.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It depends on what he can. When you step, the woman must take that first step toward that guy to give him the opportunity to cue her.
Okay.
He's got to. She's gonna, and after at the top of every count, she steps toward that guy. She steps toward. They step toward each other for him to give her a cue as to what he wants her to do.
Okay.
All right, so let me go to some of the comments and viewers. This is the most important people here are comments and chime in. So it's our twin. He chimed.
And thank you for again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. He said it's an intimate dance and they should be arm's length. Then it says, correct, Brad. He says correct. Sandy Brown chimes in. She says, she teaches the same way you teach as well. Sandy Brown from Oklahoma City says she teaches the same way you teach as well. Let me chime in on some of our other pages and see what they're saying over there. All right. Okay, I don't have any comments on the other pages. Everybody's really interested in what you're saying.
Come to my class at the Y. We don't charge $20. We don't charge $20 for you to come take the lessons at the Y.
Okay, come over there.
It's the
Just
first.
so I can meet you too, because I never met you. I don't know. I might have seen you in. You seen me before in the club?
I remember. I think I have seen you though at Club Richie's.
Yeah,
before.
I come to Richie sometimes. Yeah, make sure I'm gonna have Herman make sure you point you out because I'm gonna go over there and ask you to dance because I don't even be waiting on my dance. I'll be like, hey,
okay. All right.
Yeah, because people be waiting to dance with me and they be like, you stayed on the floor. I couldn't even ever get you.
And let me say something on that subject too, right quick. My deal is this. I agree with these people that say this is 2026. There's nothing wrong with a woman coming up and asking a guy to dance. In my opinion, and my deal is I will dance with any woman that asks me to dance as long as she knows how to do basic step, because I cannot try to teach you basic step on the dance floor in a nightclub. Okay. But as long as you know, if you know basic step, hey, we can swing.
Right.
So, Mr. Bradley, what I want to do is demonstrate, and you can let us know if we're demonstrating this correctly, because I do a few different basics. And so, what I'm gonna do, me and Dr. Butterfly can get on the floor, and we're gonna.
I wasn't planning on this, so I ain't even got my heels on. But we'll do it anyway in my little.
She got some.
Let's see.
House shoes on.
House shoes and this little bitty dress that I wasn't planning on getting on the camera.
Now, Herman, here's what I want you to do. Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right?
Oh, absolutely, I understand how you teach because I've been in your class. So
okay,
I will do my first basic the way that you show us how to do the basic. But I believe that you show us to do the basic. So that's not how I'm do the first basic. Let me get my camera situated. All right. So we are in the camera.
Okay.
So how you teach that, I believe it's going to be like this.
You're gonna take
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that correct?
That's correct.
This is a new school way that you're speaking of. That's called the sugar press. That's not particularly correct. 5, 6, basic step. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
See, when she's coming towards you, you backing up, and when you come toward her, she's backing up.
1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Either one. If somebody do me either one, I'm gonna do it because I can feel it. I'm not gonna go for
Now wait a minute. While y'all still there, let's do one more experiment right quick. Now, Herman, I want you and Dr. Butterfly to step toward each other, and as soon as right on one, I want you to put Dr. Butterfly's right hand above her head, and let's see what happens. Okay.
On one.
On one.
One.
No, back away from her. Don't back. I want you to step, y'all gonna step toward each other, and at the same time that you step toward her right hand is in your left hand. Okay. Her right hand is in your left hand. I want you to put her right hand above her head as y'all step toward each other.
On one.
and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Put a hand over here, ready? 1, 2, 3, and here we go. 1, 2, no, on one, Herman. You got to cue on one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now I don't want you to do 2 turns. I want you to do just 1 turn, Dr. Butterfly. Okay.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2. Okay, go ahead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. See how much easier it is for him to turn you when y'all step toward each other, as opposed to when he's backing away from you. Because on the top of the count, he's gonna start backing up if you do the other basic step.
But maybe that's why I don't have a problem, because I can do any of them. Because I'm just gonna follow. I'm not no lead. So maybe as a follower, that's why I don't have the problem.
The next time you out of Richie, if I ever catch you at Richie's, I want to dance with you. Exactly.
You go see, hey, yeah, because I just do it. I guess I never had a problem, because either way they do it, I'm gonna just follow.
Well, you know, you tiny women, y'all don't have any problem. Y'all balance is usually good, and you don't have any problem with moving your feet.
I ain't gonna move away from no man, period, because I ain't gonna let him be hurting my arm. Because when you move away from a man, they got to bring you to him, and that's hurting your rotator. And
that's right. When you start snatching and pulling on you, that's a good way to get your rotator cuff or your elbow extended. You know what I mean?
I'm not about to do it. I'm not gonna push away. Like they gonna send me way away from them. I'm not going, because then they gonna snatch me back way over there. No. And plus, I'm used to adjusting myself, because I do salsa too. I'm used to adjusting myself to shorter people than me, because I'm 5'8", and then I be wearing tall heels. And so I know to stay close, because people have to reach.
Right.
You know, they got to reach up to get over my head without popping me.
And that's why if you step in toward each other, you're going to be closer together, and it's going to make it easier for him to turn you without, yanking and pulling on you.
Yeah.
In the beginning, that was one of the knocks with the new swingers, that they were handling. I knew some girls who stopped swinging because they said the guys were handling them too rough.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I have a question. Now I know the answer to this, but would you even? I don't want you to. I love the way you teach. Hey, everybody teaching. So, would you switch your dance to would you switch your basic to the sugar push, where the man's coming back and the woman's coming towards you?
If somebody told
you, is there any chance, any debate that somebody could change your mind to switch how you teach that?
What did I tell you that guy said about Houston two-step when I asked him, can you mix Houston two?
He said, hell no. As soon as you said, he said, no.
He said, no way. No way. It's not, it makes the dance too, it makes it, when the idea is to make, say for instance, you sitting in a club and you see a guy come in and he's right on the beat and everything. He comes out and jumped on the dance floor, do a double back over somersault, land on his feet, and he's still right on time. Are you gonna say, man, I sure want to learn how to do that? No, when something is that difficult, ain't nobody trying to, when they out trying to have a good time, trying to do something that difficult. You see what I'm saying? And if people would do it,
so the person can get up and dance.
They would have so much more fun if they did this dance the way it was designed to be done than these modifications that they made on it.
The way you did it, that's the way John Seegers taught me. The way he did, right. That's why I know. Because John Seegers, I remember when I went back to class after I had been doing 1,000 dances, which he told me don't do. But anyway, when I went back to class, he the one, I used to step back, and he said, don't step back, because you leaving your partner. Why would you leave your partner? You need to stay, don't do that. And so I stopped stepping back, because I was doing it because probably I just started doing that. Who knows? It probably wasn't no teacher's fault. I don't blame everything on the instructor, because some students be doing something. And then they be going to multiple instructors too. And so you can't blame instructors, everything on the instructor, when students going everywhere they want to go. And then they just magically doing stuff sometimes that they just created in their head because they was practicing at home and they didn't remember the right way to do it. And so they start practicing wrong. It's just many things. I don't think People just blaming the
Right,
instructors.
and
to me for
so
a lot of
now,
stuff that's
now
not
the
their fault.
hybrid dance, what we're called, because what people change to DFW swing out, DFW swing is a hybrid of swing out, and they teach the hybrid any
I don't know
way,
what that
any
is.
facet. You understand when I say hybrid, right?
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
move
I
from
understand.
swing out, they can move from West Coast, they can move from Chicago stepping.
Right.
They're integrating them into all facets of the dance. Now, I learned all facets of the dance, and I also learned the original way, like you and Lady Champagne and Terrible T and all your brethren taught. Taught. And I also learned a new way, new hybrid way. I teach both. When somebody comes to my class, I'll teach all the ways, because when they get on the floor, I would like them to be able to dance with everybody. So I think an old school person for yourself, one of the originators, they know how to do your basic and follow your basic. If they get somebody newer, they know how to follow their basic. Because the thing is, it's dance evolved. We can call it a different name. And I think they probably put DFW swing, DFW this, DFW that on it to try to make a little differential in the dance. But you have to.
If you're a woman, just go follow. That's all I got to say.
But you have to respect your what you originated.
The people in Fort Worth want to have a question. We want to know who in Dallas got with somebody in Fort Worth to come up with the name DFW Swing. Because originally we call ourselves being, non-segmental by just naming it Swing Out. We didn't say it was Fort Worth Swing Out. We said it was just Swing Out. So that would, if you were in Dallas and you were teaching Swing Out, you could just tell them I'm teaching Swing Out. What necessitated them to call it DFW Swing? Because really, people don't realize that Fort Worth get tired of taking second billing from Dallas. You know what I mean? They don't call the Dallas Cowboys DFW Cowboys. They don't call the Mavericks DFW Mavericks. You know what I mean? But they want to call this dance DFW Swing. You know what I mean? Get out of here. This ain't that.
Between West Coast,
nobody in Fort Worth sanctioned that name, that DFW Swing. Nobody in Fort Worth that I know of sanctioned that name.
Right, but my thing is, it distinguishes it. Just say Dallas Swing Out. It distinguishes between West Coast, East Coast, and all those other swings.
I have no problem. I have no problem with that. What they doing, what they do instructor doing. They want to call that Dallas Swing. Hey, they have. I don't have anything to say about that. They want to call it D-Town Swing. They want to call it D-Town Swing. I don't have no problem with that. But I have a problem when they want to call it DFW Swing and they're teaching that hybrid. Okay.
So Mrs. Johanna, she calls hers Port City Swing, and that's brilliant.
They call it what? She calls it what?
Port City Swinging.
Yeah, that's what Johnetta calls her. Yeah, I have no problem with that.
But main thing I want to say, it may be a problem. I don't know, but I haven't seen the problem, and so let's just go out and keep on smiling at each other and enjoying each other and getting out there and dancing and that thing. I haven't seen a problem. I don't know, because I just follow. So maybe because I'm a follower.
Now I have another question.
I don't know.
So I have a few more questions. So with this question here, it is, so quantity compares to quality. Now, keeping the steps simple as you taught it, everybody can probably get up on the first day and dance.
Literally to get people up, like I've been with him teaching, and it was older people. It was like a senior living, and all them people was able to get those basic steps, and I was shocked.
Right, and I followed your method, floor, and dancing with each other. They weren't the best dancers at that time, but they got up and enjoyed themselves.
They really did.
And now we have to bring quantity for the venue, for people to keep the venues open, purchase their food, drinks, whatever venue
because we have parties
that you're at. So you got to get them on the floor and dancing. Now over time, so I'll tell somebody, if you would like to take your dance to another level, get me on a private, then we can update. I can give you some updates. I can share some other classes with you that
we send them to y'all. Then
more, and then we send them out. You know, hey, go here. They will teach you this. My job is to bring the people in, give them a happy face, give them a warming, lasting experience. So my venue can stay open, because if I'm in there juggling balls, if I'm in there telling bad jokes, they want people there.
The bar want people there. They don't give a damn what you're doing. They want people there.
People there to either buy food, buy drinks, whatever they're selling. Well, if I'm there for just whatever I'm doing. They don't particularly care if you're dancing, singing, tap, whatever.
I have a page on Facebook, and on my page, I went into all you plus size girls who think that you are relegated to be wallflowers because you are larger than somebody. That's not true. Your size had nothing to do with whether or not you can learn to do swing out. All you older people who as long as you can walk, count to 4, and clap your hands to music, I can teach you to dance.
Exactly.
That's all you need to do. You have to be able to walk, clap your hands to music, and be able to count to 4.
Some people was white, and the thing that he taught, someone was white, and they was out there getting it.
I taught white people. I've taught Hispanic. I've taught a Hispanic girl to do the dance, and the only thing we had in common is I knew how to say uno, dos, tres, and she knew how to say yes and no.
I have taught in college.
And that's all we needed to learn. I taught a blind girl. She was legally blind. I taught her to dance. You know what I mean? Her name was Wanda. I taught Wanda to dance. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, Dr. Butterfly, if I teach you to do this dance, you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to dance. I think you'll be able to dance. I think you'll be able to dance above and beyond what you think you can do. I think I can teach you to dance above and beyond what you think you can do, and I can teach you to do it, and you can do it blindfold.
I'm gonna hold you to it because we better be down there.
Well,
come on down.
Now, what are you doing today? Do you have
I got class at 5 o'clock today. I mean, I'm sorry. I got a class today at 6 o'clock at the Y, from 6 to 7:30. Huh? 6 p.m. Yeah, this evening.
We'll be there. We'll be in your class.
From 6. I'm there from 6 to 7:30 tonight.
We'll be there. What is he gonna send him the information? Hey, he was asking you quality over quantity. Are you?
I'll send you the address. Okay.
What would you ask him? Quantity
over quality. Now, if the quality. He's teaching the basic steps, and that is the foundation, which could be quality. But people are talking about all this elaborate stuff as far as quality, triple turns, double turns, or quantity to keep your venue open. What do you say?
He don't even know what you're asking.
I say that they're in swing out, if taught properly, there is no such thing that one move is more difficult than the other. If you can do basic step, you can learn. If you can count and do basic step, you can learn every move. I can teach you to do triples. I can teach you to do doubles, double hand behind the back, man in the middle. I can teach you all these things. Once you learn, there's about 11 moves that I need to teach you. Once you learn, and how to start off, which a lot of those instructors in Dallas have not learned how to do properly yet either. You know what I mean? Teach you how to start. I can teach you 11 moves plus teach you how to start off. You know what I mean? And all of these, you'll be able to do all these moves with no problem. Your age, your weight, none of that. As long as you can walk, count to 4, clap your hands to music, I can teach you to do this dance.
And I don't know why ladies, because they big, they thought they could dance. Look, I've seen people body shrink from dancing. I've seen people come in there fat, and I've seen them about a year later, and they was, they had lost like a lot of weight.
pounds.
One of the ladies that I danced. One of the ladies I danced with at Club Rissy's just had bypass surgery. At one time, she was up around 400 pounds. And now she's not a really tiny girl, but she dances good as anybody I've ever instructed.
Right. Yeah. But that don't stop them from dancing good because I know
people. There are some people who would not. Some of these people, these guys with this footwork, and they like to do all this feet and all. Some guys just not gonna do that. All this switching and shaking and shimmying and carrying on. Some guys just not gonna do that. Some guys just not gonna. They're not. And if that's what the dance is, they're not interested in learning to do that. Swing out is not that. If you do it and do it correctly, anybody can learn to do swing out and be happy in the process. But it has to be taught properly. You know what I mean?
Right. The main thing, we want to keep it positive, and we want to keep people out dancing, people out being happy, because it keeps people alive. It keeps people socializing with each other. You know what I'm saying? And so
people said I might decide I want to take some Chicago stepping classes or Houston two-step. I don't knock genre. I don't knock dance genres. All I do, only thing I'm knocking is the mixing of dances. That's all.
Right. Hey, look, I took a training when I was out of town, and I love how the instructor did. Every time I took a training on the lead side for Chicago, and when I was every time I touched him and I pulled him too hard, he dropped his hand. He said, "Hell no, don't." Yeah, I like that. He said, "Don't," and so it's make me like really be really cautious of. But I just like that he just said every time I moved him too hard, he dropped his hand. He said, "Take my hand out of yours because you do it. You move me too hard."
All right, we're about to address some comments, and Mr. Bradley, I can't.
Thank you so much. I enjoy meeting you. We'll be in your class tonight in Dallas.
Man, okay, and I'm in Fort Worth now. I'm in Fort Worth. I'm gonna send you the address.
Fort Worth, I call all of it the same because I'm from Houston and I live in Houston. I call all that Houston, and I'm calling all Fort Worth and everything Dallas. That's all Dallas in my head.
So text me the information if you don't mind. I will share it so we get.
We're gonna be in class.
Fill his class up tonight. Fill his class up 6 to 7:30. Everybody in the 11 come out, and then we're gonna go to Jerry Palmer's party after his class.
Yes, we will be in Dallas tonight.
We go to my man David. He's on the ones and twos out there. Hey, I love y'all, Dallas. I love you. I love my baby.
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. I can't wait to see you.
Hey, it's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure.
To address our dance instructors, let's embrace. Right. Let's love all of them.
And let's just come together.
That we do.
Let's come together and stop the drama.
So much work. We ain't got time for no haters. Haters, stay home.
That's right. I agree with you.
Eat whatever you want to do.
I be out dancing. I don't even get to see no haters because I be out dancing the whole time. Right. I'm out. Once I'm done dancing, I leave.
These are the important people that we coming at. We ain't got time for no foolishness and haters. All right, Bradley, we love you, Mr. Bradley.
We'll be there tonight.
We'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Looking forward to meeting you.
Huh?
I'm looking forward to meeting you, Dr. Butterfly. I already know Herman. We know each other.
Right.
You probably seen me because when I come into place, I make sure everybody see me. I sprinkle all around. That's why they call me Butterfly. I be butterflying all around there.
Mm-hmm. Well, come on down.
All right, we'll see you tonight. All right, y'all good one. All right, bye.
All right, take care.
All right, so we're gonna address. We're gonna look for. Hold on one moment.
Okay.
Let's see where we at. Okay, so remove it. Okay, so what we're gonna do? In this segment, we're gonna go ahead and.
Hey, we ain't gonna be on too long. You know we trying to go out of town.
Oh no, baby, we're gonna be on another.
We got 15 minutes.
About,
okay. Yeah, all right, there you go.
Yeah, right. Because we got
you style on here all day.
No, we got to get out of here, man. Yep. So let's go back to some of our comments from our viewers. And viewers, thank y'all so much for staying on and coming into our discussion. If you have any questions or comments, this is the time that I'm getting ready to address them.
And I'm still with my same take. I don't think there's a problem at all. So there you go. But I'm a follower. I don't know the difference. I just follow people.
All right. So this is what we're doing here. Okay. So, oh wow, we got a lot.
I don't care if you 1 up, 2 up, or however you do it, or give me the 1 on the turn or whatever. I'm just gonna do it.
All right. So if she doesn't know basic you won't dance with anyone?
I guess he don't want to teach on the floor, and that's the each their own. Don't nobody have to teach on the floor if they don't want to, because really teaching on the floor is against ethics. I do get people on the floor, and I show the guy how to just give me a 1-2 if he never danced, and stepping is kind of easy, but it's different in
man, we had a lot of people chiming in from
in swing out
as well on both pages.
Right, on swing out it might be a little different, but so that's each their own. People don't have to dance with people who don't know the basics if they don't want to.
So sometimes they won't. Let's see.
I will. So I don't care if you ain't never danced before. You can ask me to dance, and I'll get out there and dance with you. Okay. And I don't care if you're a woman or a man. If you want to dance, I'll get you up and go out there and dance.
Lori Garcia, she chimed in and says, "Who makes the rules? I'm learning step, ball, and swing out. Last night, me and my partner was mixing for fun. Swing out and bump. What's wrong with Lori? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, girl, you have your fun. They're saying is when you're mixing them and you're teaching them as a mix, don't call it swing out. Like my main instructor, Terry Tucker.
But you can do it. You can do it within yourself.
Swing out. So he call it so he changed the name.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I got guys who go with me who we do 3-4 dances, and they'll go in and out of all three. They'll step, but we'll be stepping. Then they'll swing. We'll be swinging, and then they'll 2-step. Because we do all three of those dances, and so we'll go in and out. We won't mix them, but we'll go in and out of those dances.
Now, Twin, he comes into her chat and he says the problem is when they continue not knowing knowing what needs to be done in the dance. Say you're doing too much. Laugh out loud. Lori's response to Twin says, "Say you're doing too much. Laugh out loud. Who cares?"
Right, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say, Lori.
What I teach.
Lori, who said that, Lori?
Yeah.
Ain't a problem. Let's go out and dance and smile and enjoy each other and shut the fuck up. No,
we are selling a bottle of fun.
Yes.
Fun in a bottle.
A bottle of medicine.
Is what I'm selling, baby. If you want to be the next Olympic dancer, my man Dominique, he's your guy. Hey, that dude's a great, fantastic dancer. No knocks to the brother. Great. John Seegers, go dance with him. Jerry Palmer, teach you the old school way. You know, hey, I'm teaching fun, dance. Now, if you want to up your game, you want to come to me for a private, I got you. I'm going to up your game, come to me for a private, and I'm going to teach you how to do these steps correctly where you can be on the floor dance with anybody. Let's go back to conversations. The problem is just dancing with everyone is a universal dance. This is Twin. I'm the best.
I'm glad I'm a follower.
Ever had.
I'm glad I'm a follower. I don't have to do all this crazy.
You need to pay attention to the feet and upper movements. There is a difference. Sandy Brown said me to correct. Please chime in. Intimate dance. They should be. So I was taught that count in 2000 and have always stuck with it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 is what Sandy is talking about. Grace, yes, tell her to listen so we can learn. Your sister's talking about you later. Chanel, so if she doesn't know the basics, you won't dance. What if she's new and still learning? We all still learning this dance, young lady. We are all still learning this dance. So let's see. Learn, come to class. Somebody says that. Let's see what else were we talking about. Where are we at? Yes. Okay, so she replies, yes, true. Social dancing, you must understand that students are learning on the floor as well.
I don't mind, so for people to know. I don't mind. If you want help and you on the floor, it don't bother me. I just say be nice to people.
All right. My brother said, and he
I know. I would not
ignore my YouTube comments, baby. We got to chime in YouTube. Hold on, my brother.
I don't know how to
promise you. I'm coming to YouTube and I'm gonna answer your questions. Let me finish Facebook, and I promise you, I'll be there.
I don't even know how to do it. Can we do it on here?
Everybody. Yeah. Yes, we will. Go here.
Oh, you got to
and
go.
And then you're gonna go in here and go there.
Oh, okay.
We got to figure out which one he's in. Maybe on mine. Sure. So let's see. We got to mute this YouTube thing though. Let's go ahead and mute that one. All right. Close that. Okay.
We still learning, dude.
Hey.
We're still
all right.
learning.
So it's not that feed. Let's try mine. Hold on. Let's try to go into mine.
But look, y'all. Look, me personally, I don't all these rules. Look, I'm like the other person who makes all these rules. Anyway, look.
Not that one.
Just go dance and have fun. And
Absolutely.
you can grab me if you're a woman or a man. If you're a lead and you're a female, grab me. I still want to dance. If you're a male, I want to dance. If you're a female who just want to get up and you want to show me a little something so you could just get out there, me to show you something, I'll do it. I don't care. All these rules.
All right, come on, where we at?
All this riffraff.
There we go. There you go, baby.
I personally think people just made up a problem.
All right, there you go, honey. Hey, so this is what they're. This is where. So we're gonna get to YouTube viewers in just a moment. Hold on, I need to go back. Okay, hold on. That's where we at.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you for all your viewers too, and thank you for all your comments. Everybody who's made a comment, we appreciate it, and we do go back and look at them.
All right, so where are we at here?
And we will be at Mr. Bradley's class tonight. So if you haven't never met Dr. Butterfly, come to Mr. Bradley's class tonight. We will be there. Matter of fact, we might, if y'all chime in and let me know y'all gonna be there. I don't know where you have his class at. Is it at a restaurant?
It's at a YMCA.
It's at a YMCA?
Yes.
I was about to say I'll bring pizza, but I don't know if you can do that.
At the YMCA, you sure can.
You sure can?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna ask him, can we bring pizza?
And
y'all come over there and we'll bring some pizza. But y'all gotta let me know.
Go ahead and contribute something like that.
But y'all let me know y'all gonna be there.
You are instructing wrong. You are instructing wrong. Okay. Say your instruction as long as you do it correctly. Okay, so Sandy Brown said if I'm teaching all of the basics, then I'm instructing wrong. And I understand that.
What's she say?
Oh, if I'm teaching all of the basics, then I'm instructing wrong.
What does that mean?
Well, how I teach, I teach them how to get on the floor and do the dance.
Right.
And almost like, there we go, right there. So, right, and that's just that's my preference on how.
What? You explain it again.
If I'm teaching all the basics and just teaching the people how to get on the floor and dance, then I'm instructing wrong. But see, some people, they teach for a longevity of the class. Now, a lot of people, I do have a lot of returners who come back to my classes.
And why is that wrong, though? Because I feel like that's what people really need to learn is in basics.
Right.
You teach basics for 6 months or a year, you're doing good.
Like I can give an example. Over Wednesday, matter of fact, Wednesday in our class, we had 2 fellas that came out and they wanted to dance with women, but nobody would dance with them because they didn't know how to do the dance. So I told them the basic step and how to turn somebody. They got up and had a great time. They contributed to the bar. They bought the bar out. That's what we need. We need like now.
And they can learn to dance. They can decide to come to class. If I'm teaching
at a recreation center where it's more focused on the steps in a home, that's totally different.
Right.
But if I'm at an establishment,
a club,
now. For me to teach a basic step to get them up on the floor, they shouldn't have to sit down because they come out to have a great time as well.
Right.
Just because they're not a great dancer at that time, if they want to go out and put the work in to become one, they can.
Right.
And now every woman has a right to refuse a dance. We're not saying
but the ladies did get up and dance with them.
Once
they wasn't scared to go ask, them ladies danced with them and they had a great time.
Yeah, and I'm sure they got numbers, exchanged numbers and all that.
Yeah. That's how you can meet a husband. Y'all could have an attitude and get on up and smile and cheese and skin and grin. And and there you go.
Right. The fellas bought the bar out. Bar was real pleased. Hey, That's what I do. Now, if I'm at a structured class let's say if I'm teaching at a recreation teacher at once before, that setting, you're absolutely right. Now you teach them on the proper fundamentals. If I'm at a nightclub where I need people out there dancing and have a good time, the changing structure, the teaching structure changes.
Well,
it's
plus
not
the
a
class
one
was
size fits
over.
all.
When you was doing that, the class was over.
And the class was over, absolutely.
Right. So that was just, they was there after the class, remember? And
Right,
so,
they were there after the class, so I
right.
taught them
So,
a couple of steps.
like, you can't stop the whole club and start teaching somebody.
Right, I can't turn the music off and be like, hey, I'm gonna teach these few people. No, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, so
and everybody ain't ready for that. People need to understand that you need to meet people where they are. It's not about y'all can have all these rules you want to, but meet people where they are. Everybody's not ready for the whole dance today. When you just meet them, maybe they just want the first thing, the first two basic shit, and that's it.
And Miss Grace, she chimes in and she says, okay, Mr. Lawrence, I might have to come to learn because I cannot dance. So I'll take it that yesterday she was saying that if the dance is like if the dance is like full of BS, full of, you better come and you better turn like this. Hey,
I'm gonna fight you if you don't get that dance.
If you don't, what I mean? Come on, but if you're having fun and it's about fun, they're gonna want to come.
Right.
They're gonna want to come.
Y'all need to chill the hell out.
And me pointing at somebody, you didn't turn in a circle the right way. Man, we got other shit in life to worry about. I swear to God, if you don't, hey, maybe you don't have a life. But we got other shit in the world to worry about other than that I turn a perfect circle.
Right.
But now once in my level of dancing, yes, I will, execute my moves correctly because I'm teaching and I am a competitor. Whether you think I can dance or not, that's your prerogative. None of my business how you feel about me. Hey.
Yeah, because ain't nobody paid you. How you feel about people don't do nothing.
None of my business on how you feel about me. I swear to God, that's your business and your business alone.
Right? It don't pay no bills, and ain't nobody paying you to feel no way.
So I'm going to execute my moves correctly, and so let's continue on. Okay, he said, "Don't call people fat."
Well, big, whatever the case, but when they come to dance, they don't even be fat or big no more. They be skinny. Because I've seen people that came in big and then next thing you know, they were slim.
Right. I hope you hear from you soon next time. Fort Worth. All right. Then swing out, fun, romantic, sociable. Have a safe trip gotta go. Sandy Brown. Then. Oh, man.
Can you go on and get the car? Let's get ready to go.
Maybe, okay, we almost done addressing everybody.
Okay.
It's not
I forgot, sorry.
fun if everyone is enjoying the dance because others think it's fun and games and not learn at least their basics.
Every instructor should teach their basics before they teach, and teach it every class. Go through the basics, every class, and maybe have another instructor in there. If you see somebody don't know their basics, even if they go get mad, go send them back to the other instructor. Go send them back to another instructor, and they're gonna be pissed. But send them back there anyway, because you cannot learn step 5 without learning step 1. Shit, that doesn't work like that.
So, man,
you can do that now. You can have another instructor in class or another student. Like Herman took some students one day in somebody else's class, and I thought they was gonna fight him, and he went and talked them to the side. You can do that. Have someone in class who can help beginners. And you keep moving. You go through each step. You let everybody do it with you. And whoever don't get them steps right, send them to another person over there to help and keep the class moving. Because see, that's the deal. Other people don't want to do that.
The last comment on this Facebook: a man are the leader, women are the followers. Women are the picture, man is the frame.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but they got women leads too.
All right, cool. I'm going over to you. Let me see what we got over there. We didn't have any comments there. Let's go to your now go to your YouTube, and this is the last that we're going to address. It's not that one. Let's come here. Let's come here. Here. All right, as promised, we are not addressing our YouTube fan base. Good morning. Why is it so hard for teachers to develop and name their own dances?
Because it'll be 1,000 dances. Shit, who know what that dance is when they develop their own dance?
The steps and count would be better shown for me anyway, so the feet can start in the correct position. I have no idea how to start the step just by listening. That's and it says don't ignore your YouTube chat comment. I know Mr. Bradley personally.
Don't mess around and push report or block there. Look what you're doing.
Oh, no.
I know, but be careful.
Right. All right. So, all right, cool. So that is it in a nutshell. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all.
But we will be in class today, and if it's possible, we'll ask Mr. Bradley, we're gonna bring some pizza. So y'all come out with us tonight and hang out, and then we're going to Jerry Palmer's birthday.
Birthday party, yeah.
Birthday party.
Party. Well, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And if y'all stay with us this long, then thank y'all for following us and supporting us in a whole. Leave the hate at home. That is my message of today. Let's go into our prayer. Lord Jesus, please protect us and get us to BFW and back safely. You are the greatest ever. You are the greatest of the greats, the most beautiful of the beautifuls, the smartest of the smarts, and you are the old, powerful, almighty, and the only God. Amen. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Peace out. Bye.